Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Beatrice Chimpi. Thank you for coming around. Today we are talking about yet another exciting topic for my mamas who want to stay home with your children. You feel like this working 8 to 9 or 8 to 5 doesn't work for you, or you feel like you want to spend a little more time with your children as they grow. Some of the people have taken that kind of direction, and it is okay. So this is instead of you sitting home doing nothing or redundant, you can sit home, take care of your home, grow your children, but still make some money here and there. So stay tuned as we talk about the side hustles or the businesses that you can do from home. All right, number one, we are going to be talking about a daycare. You can start a daycare at home. How? Some of us have much space in our living rooms, in our garages, in our yards, okay, and this space is not put to use. If you're kind of person who wouldn't mind people in your space, or wouldn't mind making some dollars from your home, from the comfort of your home. Many people right now struggle with the issue of maids. They don't want to leave them with their children. Myself, on my first baby, I would always take my baby to the daycare, and yet I had a maid because I hadn't gained trust for them. And so you could be there, and you can make a daycare. A daycare is very, very good. Organize it very well. Even if you have 5-10 children, that is some money at the end of the month. You can pocket that and increase on the income of your home or of your family. And life continues. Extra dollars, extra Yugi shillings in your pocket, they don't hurt. Instead of sitting and doing nothing, you can start a daycare. Another business I will tell you about as a stay-at-home mom. Have you realized that greens have gone really, really high in prices? We would want to feed our family on healthy vegetables, but they don't come easily. Some of the places that you stay in are, for someone to get greens, they need to go to a bigger market far away to drive, and yet you can be a source of these vegetables to your outside, to your community that is surrounding you at home, to your people at church. You can put them in your car, so you can grow these vegetables. Like you can look up for some YouTube channels, and they show you how to grow vegetables even in a small area, in sacks, in bottles, in containers. If you have a yard, you can really make a horizontal garden, a vertical garden, and this can fetch you some money at the end of the day or at the end of the month. People need these vegetables, so you can be a person who supplies vegetables to restaurants. Who knows, maybe with time you can make it a very big business. The other business I'll talk to you about is a kindergarten. Many people do not know that starting a kindergarten doesn't require you to be a teacher. You can get someone who has already done that certificate or diploma, and then you get their paper. You come into a business agreement and use their paper to start a kindergarten. Kindergartens, why they are so nice is because people are always looking for better places to take their children. So you could be watching me right here, and you have some some houses that are vacant close to you, or even your home is very huge that it can accommodate a certain number according to what you want, and then you can employ like 1 or 2 teachers. You become the director, and then start a kindergarten. You never know, you may be the next big person here in Kampala having a university. But a kindergarten is something very, very good. If you think about it, it's very, very good as a business, because people are always taking their children to school, okay, and people are always changing places and finding new kindergartens within their reach. So I encourage you to start one like that. The other business I'll talk to you about as a stay-at-home mom is poultry. People things like eggs. People use eggs in cakes, eggs in buns, you know, and then they need a constant supply of eggs, but they don't have eggs. You could be having an area in your compound that you can just turn out to build it and start making eggs. Some people even before you even go that far to start that house, you can get suppliers, people who bring you eggs, and for you sell them at a certain price. Like if the tray of eggs you get it at 9,000, you can sell it at 11,000, and people know that at such and such a person's home we can get a tray of eggs. Then you can look for suppliers, you can look for clients like restaurants, like bakers, and you start supplying them. So you're the middleman. You not necessarily have the chicken at home, but you're selling eggs. Or you do the first one that we've talked about, the one of you having your poultry, you know, house in your place, and you're the one who is, you know, supplying eggs. It's very, very good. Going away from that, people who, you have a laptop, you have an iPhone, you have a Samsung, you have an Android, you have a good quality somehow phone, you can start a YouTube channel. I'm not going to stop talking about it on this channel because it is very important and it makes money. Before we continue into it, please subscribe, share, like, comment. Okay, and let's grow together. Please, I'm rooting for you. I'm researching for you stuff that work. Don't go away. Continue watching by subscribing. Hit the notification bell so that every time a video is up, you are sure to catch it. So as we're talking about YouTube channel, you don't have, it just requires your time. You don't have to have the biggest camera. You don't have to have the biggest gadgets. When you're starting off, you can start off small and then build later. But this is something that people are getting money from. And if you want to know how, you can still read more about it and find out how do people make money on YouTube. But it's one of the sources of income. You can do it in your own time, in your own convenience, looking after your children, and yet creating content on YouTube. The other business that you can do at home is on Amazon, on the audiobook company of Amazon. It's called ASEX, ACEX. On that website, you are basically, your job is to turn to turn paper books into audiobooks. You know very well where the world is. People no longer want to carry, 5 books in their bags because they need to read a chapter or two in either one of them. So they prefer having audiobooks on their phone. And so because they are portable, because they are convenient, like someone can listen to the audiobook while gymming, someone can listen to that audiobook while running or doing any other errands. And so the companies that have the authors have turned to such sites to make their books to be turned into audiobooks, so they don't have time to do that. So these sites employ people like you and me, so you can go and sign up, and then you become a narrator, you become someone who also changes these books into audiobooks. It's one of the businesses you can do at home. You can also still read more about it, but it is something that you can make money from while you're home. The other business that you can do from home is to become a project manager. Yes, project management. You can ask yourself, how can I become a project manager? I'm just a nurse, I'm a retired nurse, or any kind of field that you've been in, but you are now staying home for various reasons that we've talked about at the beginning of the video. You can go and learn this skill on Skills Share. People, Skills Share, it's one of the sites that you can go to and then learn these skills. You just put in anything that you want to learn about, and you learn in a few weeks, and then you become a project manager. This is something that you can do from home. After learning this skill, you go to a site called ADEX, and you put in remote jobs, project management remote jobs, and then you apply and you can get a job because you already acquired the skill. Some of these things, other things can be other skills that you have no skill whatsoever that you want to sell, or you want to, you know, give people for the value of money. You can learn other things. You can be a counselor, but doing it from home, from Zoom. These are things that people right now, people are stressed because of the outcome of COVID, because of the things that they've gone through, various things, abuse of drugs. You can become a counselor remotely from your home, working on your laptop. So these are things that are in your reach. So you don't have to sit home and then you're just waiting for the baby to wake up. You're just waiting for those that are big to come back home. You can do these things and then still have money, and in your own time. In your own time, that's the beauty of it. You don't have to worry about that job is going to collide with the time the baby comes from school. No. You set your own time to do the things that we are talking about.